G'day, Eagles fans. Great to have you with us. Before we dive deep into this massive update about our Gaffer's future, do us a massive favor, smash that like button, chuck a comment down below with your thoughts on Sirianni, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a beat of our journey back to the big dance. The atmosphere in Philly is absolutely electric right now, and you don't want to be left behind. In the cutthroat world of the NFL, there aren't many jobs as shaky as being the head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles. Just recently, Ralph Vacchiano from Fox Sports put Nick Sirianni at number 2 on his hot seat list. Now, to anyone just tuning in, that sounds bloody mental. How can a bloke with 59 wins, only 26 losses, 3 division titles, and 2 Super Bowl appearances in 4 years be looking at the sack? The answer isn't in the stats, mate. It's in Jeffrey Lurie's culture and a city that demands nothing short of perfection. Who better to break down the vibe in the locker room and the front office than the legend himself, Jason Kelce? Speaking on 94 WIP-FM, the Eagles GOAT Center gave us a proper reality check. Kelce doesn't reckon Sirianni starts the 2026 season on the verge of being fired, but he was spot on about how impatient this league has become. He said if things don't go according to plan, it wouldn't surprise him if the Eagles decided to abort and try something fresh. That's coming from a man who knows the inner workings of the club like the back of his hand. Sirianni has plenty of runs on the board, but is not untouchable. Jeffrey Lurie is known as one of the smartest owners in the game, but his patience isn't infinite. That massive collapse at the end of the 23 season is still a sore spot. Even with a recent title under the guidance of blokes like Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio, those early exits in the playoffs are causing a fair bit of frustration behind the scenes. Lurie sees championship windows as rare opportunities that can't be wasted on dodgy staffing choices or locker room dramas, points that Vacchiano highlighted as major friction areas. Sirianni's survival so far has a lot to do with his ability to adapt, or more accurately, to take advice. Kellen Moore's arrival brought the modern spark that Jalen Hurts desperately needed, moving away from that predictable footy we saw in late 23. On the other side of the ball, Vic Fangio's tough-as-nails approach has steadied a defense that looked lost at sea. But the big question remains, if the glory goes to the coordinators and the failures fall on the head coach, what is Sirianni actually bringing to the table as the CEO? That's what the top brass will be asking themselves every time we drop a game in 2026. One of the trickiest parts of the whole situation is managing what's been described as a difficult locker room. Leading big personalities in Philly requires a perfect balance of authority and being one of the lads. Sirianni's relationship with Jalen Hurts is always under the microscope. Even though they back each other in public, their body language when the pressure is on tells a different story. If there's even a hint that Sirianni has lost the group or his message isn't getting through anymore, he'll be out the door before you can say, "Go Birds." Let's not forget, Doug Peterson got the boot just 3 years after winning Philly its first ever Super Bowl. The precedent is there. The past doesn't guarantee your future with the Eagles. Yesterday is a nice memory, but tomorrow is the only thing Lurie cares about. Sirianni is working in a massive shadow where his previous success only serves to raise the bar, never to take the heat off. Looking ahead to 2026, the Eagles are tipped to win 10-plus games and be right in the mix for the NFC East. The squad is world-class and the facilities are top-tier. But winning in the regular season is now just the bare minimum. Success is now measured in playoff wins. If Nick Sirianni can't get this lot to a conference final or show they can handle the heat when it matters most, Kelce's warning about trying something new will stop being a theory and start being the reality. At the end of the day, Nick Sirianni isn't just a coach. In Philadelphia, he's the lightning rod for an organization that lives on the edge of glory and disaster. He's proven he can win, he's proven he can rebuild, and he's proven he can lead. But in a city where yesterday's parade doesn't buy you an ounce of patience for tomorrow, the clock is always ticking. Like Kelce said, the NFL is all about results right now, and Lincoln Financial Field has no time for anyone who can't keep that championship window wide open.